All right, what's up, guys? As you saw from the video title there, this is all about waiting for change and how you can't necessarily do that. Um, Going back to my previous video, I talked about change, initiating change, creating change, making change for yourself, as well as not changing, which inevitably leads to changing more into what you already and currently are. So, let's just get right into it. When you wait for change, what you're simply doing is you're doing nothing. You're being lazy because you need a reason to change. Apparently, your own wants and your own thinking and desires of wanting to change isn't enough. So, you're hoping that something comes in your life to help you change. Someone comes into your life to help you change. Something happens for you to change. And usually, when the third thing comes about, when something happens for you to change, it's usually catastrophic. So by that time, let's just say you don't want to get there. Because, in other words, let's look at it from different examples. We're going to go from somebody who is addicted to something, somebody who is really obese, and then somebody who does not care about their health and well-being, and they do not focus on their diet and nutrition. We'll start with the third one about diet and nutrition. If you never care about your diet, never care about your nutrition, what you're eating, you will consume whatever is put in front of you, whatever somebody gives you, no matter how much salt, how much sugar, how much any of this stuff is in it, right? Eventually, you'll say, "Oh, I'll change. I'll start eating healthy when I get older, or a couple years from now, whenever." But it comes that you have developed a disease, you have diabetes, or you have something from your poor eating habits. Let's go to the obese one. The obese one can kind of tie into the first one I just went over, but you're not working out. You're not making time to exercise and actually get rid of these excess calories. You're eating junk consistently. You're not eating the right things. You don't have a lifestyle that produces activity and wellness. And by that time, you're morbidly obese or you're just way too big. You feel insecure. It starts getting unbearable. You probably have some negative self-talk about how you look and about how you feel about yourself. You have accidents. It's hard for you to get up. It's hard for you to get out. And by that time, it's catastrophic because you need to change because your life is heavily affected, just like the first one. The third one, on the basis of addiction, people will continue to use a substance. It doesn't matter if it is alcohol, um, uh, weed. I'm going to say weed, but I know it's not necessarily addictive, but there is a psychological dependence to it, as well as uh, alcohol, weed, nicotine, cigarettes, any of these wild drugs out there that people choose to do, so be it. Xanax, Percocet, stuff like that. The thing is, you continuously do these things, and you know it's bad when you do it. Makes you feel good, gives you a little euphoria, but you continue to go down that route. Continue to use, continue to do it. It starts off every month, goes to every 2 weeks, a week, every couple of days within a week, every day, and then you can't get by without it. By that time, it is catastrophic. You cannot function without these substances. And this leads me to the overall point of the video through these examples. Hopefully, these examples shed light and are able to actually click something with inside of you that says, okay, I might not have those bad habits, but I do have a habit that I don't like, but is somehow consistently keeping up with me. So I hope that resonates, and I hope that can. Let's just get into the next part of the video about waiting for it, Because by this time you wait for change, these negative habits are also changing with you. They're changing as you. They're changing you as a person. And what you need to do is you need to be ahead of the game. You need to be ahead of these habits before they come out of control, before these things begin to take over your life. Now, this is where initiating and waiting for change really makes a big difference. Because in the examples I just gave, waiting for change means that you are not going to change until you have a circumstance or an event that tells you you have to change, or you can end up dead. All right. Or just misfortune will be all around you. Initiating change is saying, I'm just going to get ahead of the curve. I just want to do this for me. Because at the end of the day, through all of these circumstances, whichever route you choose, you will say, I want to do the healthy things that matter for me. I want to do the best things that are good for me. Now you can get ahead and say, today is the day where I start this workout regimen. Today is the day I start eating healthy. Today is the day I start being more compassionate. Today is the day I start being more loving. And when you just start this, when you just even intend on it, and even just put that in the air and say, I want to start it, you're doing yourself a good justice. But also, don't think that these words you're saying will get the job done for you. All right? I believe heavily in law of attraction as well as manifestation. You can definitely manifest whatever you desire with your imagination, with God. And using that power, you can create and sustain a reality that is beautiful and fit for you. But do not think that you overthinking about what you want to happen, you want your crush to talk to you, you want to be a strong man, you want to be the most attractive man alive, you want to do all these things, but it does take some action. It takes proper action. I will say that instead. It takes proper action. It doesn't take overthinking, constantly rambling on about it in your mind, constantly thinking about it, talking about it. And it also doesn't take overworking, stressing yourself out to become this thing, overworking yourself day in and day out to become this certain thing. And yes, you're not wrong if you say some people do. They go every day and they create something better for themselves. And I agree, because that's the route I'm on. I want to do something every day, but it is not a every day I am forced to do this thing. It is every day I enjoy doing this thing, and this is what I see myself as. And that's the perception you would have to get yourself into. Change starts every day. You need to do it every day, build up repetition, and then slowly becomes you over time. Just like how these old habits, the things that made you want to change in the first place, slowly become more of you over time. Now, like I was saying, you need to take proper action. Proper action is dependent on whatever you intend on manifesting, as well as yourself. If you want to manifest a bookcase with $1 million in it, there will come a time where you have to open the bookcase. You have to actually pick up the money, you know? And it makes me think of this Bjork song. Love is all is full of love is a song, and she's saying love is all around you, you're just not receiving. And that's the thing. You have to be open to receiving hunches, being open to your intuition, and just trusting your discernment and seeing what is really around you. Now, with that being said, you need to be open to things that begin to open up as you're manifesting, because it will lead you on the path that you are wanting to go to. if you disregard these and say this is not where, it's not going to take me immediately thereafter, I'm not going to participate in it. Because the thing is, things come in waves, like waves of the ocean, trends in a way. So you intend and you want and you seek change. You get things that put you on the path of changing. You have instances, circumstances that put you on the route to become who you want to be. Now, these circumstances come into your life and you have to accept them with open arms. And you have to do these things to get to the next step. Your manifestation will not come true immediately right thereafter, but it will put you on the road so that your subconscious is aware, this is what I want for myself. This is the road I'm on, and at the end of this road, this is what I see for myself. So you just have to continually keep going and progressing. Now, with all that being said, are you waiting for change? Are you anticipating change? Or are you initiating change and creating that within yourself every day? Peace, love, and light. Subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.